Hello everyone, this is Serious Trivia. Welcome back to another episode of our Sunso Let's Play as we continue here in the winter season 197. So we're in the parliament session and we're kind of deciding what we want to do going forward. And obviously all eyes on Lujiang, but we probably are looking to expand a little bit to get more regions so we can continue our dating life with the Lady of the Han. I do want to stay here a little bit longer just to finish development. As you can see, we expanded again. So the max development is 4,500. This is the largest scale, as you can see by the size of the city. We are going to try to at least get it relatively close to full, and then we'll move on and develop probably Poyang, and then we are looking to probably fight Liu Bao's faction. So aside from that, if we take a look at officers, I think we have a little bit of disparity that we can try to fix. I don't know if I can spare 5, but we'll try. There are a few that we don't really care for. Right? I hope so. Well, actually, looking at the list, I like everyone. It's definitely a little bit wasted since not everyone can do things for us. And we can't recruit anyone. Ooh, this one's tough. We have no techs. Probably gonna rush for catapults. I guess they get 5. And they stay vulnerable and we can reinforce them. And we just sit tight and develop. Yeah, I think that's the plan. It's probably gonna be a little bit slow, but I think it's gonna be fine. Sure, we'll listen to Mom. They are relatively weak, so yeah, we don't have to worry about yellow turbans. 4 officers with this many troops, they can only attack probably with 2 officers, and we can definitely defend against that. So no worries there. Wow, Joe, you keep having plans. Okay, sure. And we have caused quite a bit of chaos. Ooh, this is good. Now, let's see about the officer. Changci, 81 politic with level 2 farming, also level 1 inventing. 66 intelligence, a little bit weak for that. He's in Shouchun. Okay, so our scouting exposed him. Wei bureaucrat. Let's see, commandant of Suiji. Dunhuang's governor. He went really west. Okay. I mean, he's quite young. He's a little bit detached from that timeline. We'll definitely grab him. He's probably one of those officers that, you know, we can definitely use right now. As, you know, this army of farmers that we have. Trying to boost that development up really fast. And aside from that, maybe a little bit of science. See if anyone can help us out here. Get a 2,000. And I guess, let's see. Level 3 Lu Su. Perfect.
Yoshi.
A second horse. Well, we really should have that throat look at. Quite a bit of coughing on that little laughter you have here. Alright, we are running a little short on money. I mean, if we don't conquer, we're not going to get all the nice gold that the AI has accumulated. Let's get cozy with our new officer. He likes tomes. Did take a peek. So we can either finish befriending a lot of our current characters with no risk of pulling any random synergies, or we can go travel around and see if we can find some travelers. I think for the purpose of this, we'll probably just settle. How many symbols of friendship do we have? That is another thing. I don't think maybe it doesn't count as a specialty. So how can I check? Huh. That is a good point. How do I check how many I have left? If it doesn't count as a specialty item list. I mean, the moment we get one to full, we'll know.
よく来たな。
Alright, let's boost it with Mom. Georgia is fine as well. I think Disgust for the most part should be the most efficient way to do it.
感謝いたす
Since he was able to sneak a synergy, we might as well get the devotion on him.
話をお聞かせくだされさてよくぞお越しによしよし
Weapons and liquor. Interesting choice of no treasure. Wonder if he'd give him bonus, like a bonus to business skill as well. So He is a pretty interesting officer in that under the Wu system, everyone was in charge of their own retinue and payment. And he was pretty well known of having his retinue run all sorts of like businesses, including like smuggling businesses, to make enough money to pay like their own wages. And they got so rich that his unit was probably one of the best armored, like in terms of fancy armor that looked good. It's a little bit of a shame to see no business skill on him, but that's fine.
よくぞお越しに
ご足労をおかけし、今日
よく来たな。
Alternatively, as these discuss options haven't really yielded too much, well, this one's actually going to be enough. We'll see how many we have. We have 6. Okay.
息災かなんだ
So 5 more. Let's use it up, and therefore we need to go to a new place and pick up the new public attitudes and then get more. Let's see. 4, 4, 10, 14 points. Infantry. That's kind of what we're looking for. Infantry is what we want. Not so many points, but given that we're in the south, it's understandable.
話をお聞かせくだされ
Not really picking on anyone in particular, just going by the order that they're giving us here.
よくぞお越しに
Wonder if that means Ling Tong's going to be coming of age in our faction. It's actually interesting we get horses in the market in the south. Alright, pick up another tactic, please. Speaking of picking up tactics, there was a comment that mentioned my strategy of waiting for divination skill to be taught to us might not work, in that you might need to have a level 1 for Yuji or Zuotsu to come to give you level 2, like an upgrade. Which so far has been the case. I don't know if that's because we already have 1 point in most of everything. So I'm tempted to spend at least the level 1 points, and then we save for Thunderstrike. And from what happened with our level up of Dignity, we know that we don't need to max everything to learn it, apparently, which I thought was always the case. Therefore, we might just try to get level 1 everything and just get level 1 Thunderstrike, if that's allowed. That would make things a lot easier for us. So let's grab Sorcery, let's grab Witchcraft, and then we'll wait for these two, and then we'll save up for Thunderstrike. And then we'll get the upgrades from Yuji in them.
よくぞお越しに
Yeah, these follow-up events are the ones that's going to push the trust up much faster. We just didn't really get much in our previous discussed attempts, but here we go.
息災か何
Dongxi was a pretty decent general for Wu as well. Giant of a man, had some famous naval battles. And, of course, 4 marine wisdom points to count for that. A good mix, actually. It's actually not bad, right? This is 16 points.
ご足労をおかけし
Better than what we got from Handong.
よく来たな。
よしよし。
断る。
It's Tomes. I mean, you would think our mom, fancy
話
lady.
をお聞かせくだされ。よしよし。よくぞお越しに。
Alright, we can do one more, but let's see. Almost have enough infantry points. But see here, we have level 3, level 2, level 2, level 3, and we can't learn Spirit Wall. Right, so that's what I thought. That's why I thought I can't learn Dignity until they're all filled. But somehow we could. Maybe because we already had a point, so like the upgrade, if you start with a point, that breaks the rules. Or else you have to fill it up, which I think, look at Bombardment, that's the case. I think that's a slight loophole in how the game is designed. Of all these, Zhang Hong Polish should be high up there. Get to do a chase, which is good. I mean, since this is a little bit randomized, perhaps just talking to everyone, because chase doesn't cost any points. We could just click on everyone, try to get as many chases as we can, so we get all sorts of boosts from that. I mean, if you're really trying to min-max it, I guess that's the option. Okay, he is in the game. This is the brother that gets assassinated. We have the two guys who killed him. We have his widow wife who's dressed in white already, mourning clothes. But he's alive. He's alive. Third son of Sun Jian. That's good to know. Now we're getting a few more officers that we can use. Oh, Gu Yong's son, Gu Shao. Gu Tan is perhaps the more famous of the sons. Yeah, mainly because he died a little bit too young historically. Although Gu Tan didn't have a great ending either. Getting framed, getting exiled, and then getting killed. Oh, Lu Bu lost. Cao Cao beating Lu Bu, okay. I mean, they've been kind of passive for a while. But then again, these turns are 3 months per turn, and I guess armies didn't fight that frequently, so in a sense, it's kind of realistic. Ooh, we got choices. Okay. Bian Xi is the Yellow Turban. Zhang Fan? Zhang Yan's son. Not... Hey, this is not the Yellow Turban Zhang Yan. I don't believe so. 73 politics. Okay, I mean, pretty useful. And we're still staying here, so this is fine.
よいか。かしこまった。お聞きや。礼を言う。そういえば。
This should be Yuan Shao's uncle? Oh, different Yuan Yi. There is a Yuan Yi who's Yuan Shao's uncle, but without knowing the character, just seeing the opinion, you actually can't really tell. Okay, also a decent farmer. I mean, we're gonna take the best with us. Wow, we can give him rank 5. Only Joey can do it. Sure.
聞いてくれ。
やるか。いいか。
礼を言う。よしよし。
We'll let them hang out this turn because we can't move them, just employing them, but then we'll move them next turn. This is basically if we're desperate for a body. I mean, we're not desperate for a body, but we would like a body here. So, like an extra unit that we can move around. We'll probably have to boost his loyalty up a little. Use a couple action point here or there. Maybe we can throw alcohol or treasure his way. Alright, 3 points there. Are we interested in moving some stuff around? Because I mean, just having them reach their natural growth is not bad. Yeah, we're okay with it, because we're probably shifting more. We're not... I guess we'll move ourselves next. Like, I'm trying to plan when we leave. I'm not sure we're ready to leave next month either, next parliament either, because development will get maxed, but everything else still needs work. Science still needs work. Commerce needs work. So yeah, I think we'll be here for a little bit longer. As long as we're picking up characters and such, I think it's fine. Yeah, usually when we have points left over, people likes to suggest things. Yeah, sure. Once we get intel on them, it's a good chance we can probably steal some characters. Alright, main thing is development needs to get maxed. That's our main goal here. Still needs a little bit more, 70 more points. Just gonna go with the highest. Oh, he's better at... Ooh, okay, maybe we do give up commerce this turn. Just get that done. He's pretty good at commerce with level 3 business. Once this is fully developed, we can leave like maybe 5 guys behind just for reinforcement purposes. Dukang's wine. Dukang's like the god of alcohol. You hear in Cao Cao's poems. And cloudy is just because fermentation methods. I mean, actually, almost all alcohol during this period should be cloudy. Because you didn't get the distilling technology to the point where you're filtering the steam off and then it gets really clear alcohol. That's just not the case yet. It takes until like closer to the Song Dynasty to really get that. Alright, a lot of new faces, a lot of loyalty that needs to be fixed. Let's do that first. He likes tomes. Doesn't like us. I think one gift for him be fine. Likes everything but tomes. No gifts, just want to know him. Guess we'll come back to that. 96 loyalty is high enough. Alright, he'll hit 94 by the end of the next parliament. Let's get a meeting in here. I think we're done here with him. Just to see who we have now and to see if we have a chance. We need to be within 500 points. So the lowest culture can be is 1050. The lowest martial can be is like basically 2000. For us to get the 50 point boost. Usu might be a little bit too smart for us debate. Chongpu has been our steady partner for that. Joey's too smart for us debate. Oh, E05. Oh, also maybe too smart for... Oh, this... We have a chance here. I think he's only 61 intelligence. He's actually perfect for this. So he's actually super high cultural. So we can milk him until we get over 25k. Or 2.5k. I think our mom's really close to getting the full boost. Very close, but not there. We'll come back. Okay, with the follow-up, definitely gonna max that out.
あり
We're out of action points, or else we'll send him one. We have not paid attention to tails, but I think most of them are not relevant. A lot of single ladies looking for us. We're only interested in the generic Lady of the Han, which I guess isn't really generic. These are all kind of special. There's a achievement where they want you to finish all the eligible marriage tails for a reward of the basically unlocking all the achievements. So I guess in the future we'll probably do a few of these, but for this run, we're doing Lady of the Han, and we're gonna do Da Qiao Xiao Qiao's tail, and then we have one free slot for someone that we would just want. I mean, there's always a chance that we put maybe Lu Xun or Zhou Yu as our deputy. I mean, it's rare, but it might happen, and then we can just get bonus for fire.
まずはご用件
Alright, let's see how good your wisdom rewards are.
息災か。
おやはい
Ooh, not very good. We're looking at what, 6, 9, 12, 13 points. Not bad. Can be way worse, but definitely not very good. Mom's gonna be terrible with this as well.
ご送検。
なんと
Yep, 7 points. But it's mom. And support points are useful. The ladies are usually very good at providing those.
まずはご用件
Alright, let's get this to 94. Oh, canceled it.
お心遣いに感謝します
ご足労
Alright,
痛
so you
み
get one as well.
息災か。感謝の極み。
And then want
ご
to
用件を
debate
伺い
you
ましょう。かしこまりまし
for
た。
points. And then last 20 points, let's see.
話をお聞かせくだされ。
Okay, Yuan Shao hangs on to his last
報告しま
territory.
す。
Okay, as long as we're the only one maxed, that's exactly what we want to see. Huaizi has expanded. Ooh, Zhang Hong, 466%.
極み。感謝の極み。皆の者。そうだな。
Okay, Lei Xu, I think, was a bandit after leaving Yuan Shu's faction. Yep. I mean, yeah, we can grab him. Why not? Let's give Joey the merit. That's fine.
聞いてくれ。
やるかいいか
わ、礼を言う。よしよし。
Let's get intel on Shrisia's faction as well. Because of our need for land to trigger our marriage, we're going to be conquering quite a bit.
よいか。
直ちに。よし。
And more or less, we want to know to see if there's anyone we can recruit from there. They're technically a neighbor too.
よいか。
かしこまりました
そういえば。
Zhuge Jin. Yes, come to us. We'll go in person? No need. Let's give the merit to someone else.
よいか。
I mean, also, this is a historical link, so
際には
we should definitely be getting him.
よしよし。
This is Zhuge Liang's older brother. So, Zhuge Liang's clan, comes from Langya, somewhere over here. And their clan's decently famous as a gentry clan, but Zhuge Liang's parents died quite young, so he and his brothers went to go live with his uncle, who got a government appointment down south. So they started to go through this land. It was during quite chaotic periods, so they're moving through a lot of chaos. But before his uncle could reach his appointment, the court canceled the appointment. So he basically lost his job. And at the time, they were close to the Jin province, so they settled down. And because their clan had relative fame, they were able to make some friends with local gentries quite easily, and Zhuge Liang became quite famous within the circle. His older brother, Zhuge Jin, at the time, when they settled down, was already old enough, already came of age. So instead of just staying here with his uncle, he said he wanted to go travel farther south to see if he can make a name for himself. So he kind of left the family at that point, and that's why he ended up working in Wu. Now, we have 2 points left. I think this is the strategy. We expand sort of our vision of nearby areas and see if we can pick up any particular, good free officers and just recruit them, basically. If not, we'll just see if we can get farther and farther as we push the vision out.
Yoika. Yoshi. Sate.
I guess we don't get to see this turn, but that's fine.
聞いてくれ。
ひらめいた。
一案が。
Alright, so that is full. We don't have as many business skills, but still a decent amount. Actually, we might want to push science first and actually get that done. That might be overkill. No, Lu Su's definitely not coming here because he's super good at business. Then it's probably Zhou Yu, unless someone else has a level. Oh, okay. I mean, they might not be great, but yeah, it's not worth it if they're that low. It's better if I just throw Zhou Yu here and get it done. Yeah, not giving up Lu Su's level 3 here. Getting 97 also really helps.
Yoshi, yoshi.
Because most of the officers that are kind of crappy that we keep around and leave behind might have good strength. We can have them deal with fixing the walls, doing repairs, but the science stuff we gotta get finished early. Highest strength in the faction, Zhou Tai. Taishi. Wow. Yeah, I mean, like, clearly we can't level that up until we max everything. I think it's just because we started with the point of dignity, and that just changed how the game did the calculations there. I think we leave these alone.
ご用件を伺いましょ
I
う。
want to keep you around just for
かし
this.
こまりました。
And then we'll use up the rest of our symbols of friendship, and then we'll move around.
ご足労感謝いたす。
I'm surprised he's not, super high cultural reputation.
ご来訪感謝いたす。
We have Jiang Qin. Where is Lu Meng?
ご足労痛み入る。
Oh, and all the new faces, of course. Who don't have low loyalty at all.
ご足労おかけし。
Zhuge Jin.
よしよし。
I mean, could be a sworn sibling candidate even. Is Zhuge Jin
言い忘れ
high
たことで
reputation? Unfortunately no.
ご足労おかけし。 qiao
All right, no crazy laughter from Huang Zhong.
ご用件を伺いましょう。かしこまりました。
ご足労痛み入る。
All right, we're just gonna target a few of the noteworthy.
ご足労痛み入る。よしよし。
ご来訪感謝いたす。
まずはご用件から
I mean, now that your husband's here,
大したもてなしもでき
now
ま
we're
せ
going
ん。
from like one prime minister to the next. All right, we maxed our science.
失礼。
よくぞいらっしゃいました。直ちに。
All this practice debates.
ご足労をおかけしqiao
よしよし。ご足労痛み入る。よしよし。大したもてなしもできませぬが。
Yufan's art's always been kind of interesting. I think he's kind of classified as a advisor,
感謝いたす。
but there is a little, I guess, sentence in records that talks about
ご足労。
Yufan being very skilled with the spear and also very fast on his feet. So he marched on his feet. He gave up his horse and he marched on his feet and kind of matched speed with the horse. Well, it wasn't sprinting. It was just he gave the horse away for someone to ride and he marched on foot and he didn't fall behind basically. So clearly quite fit. What do we want to do here? I think we talked to pretty much everyone we wanted to talk to.
よくぞお越しに。
Younger brother. Alright, we'll check employment. If there's no one to employ, that might be the sign for us to start moving. Liu Biao and Zhang Lu. Okay, that's to the west. Not gonna bot, like we can definitely still fight them. It wouldn't really have an impact. Although Alliance forces can show up as reinforcement even when they're not adjacent, I believe. But I'm not really scared of Zhang Lu here.
Yoshi, yoshi.
はい。
皆の者。Yoshi, yoshi.
Alright, what do we got here? Liao Hua. We can steal him from He Yi, free him from Yellow Turbans, and Jia Hua. Huh. Very minor romance story, I guess. I mean, I know, so we're not leaving for one more turn. I mean, anyone can go.
良いか。心得ました。
He has historical ties, he's not going to turn us down.
礼を言う。さて。
はい。
Liao Hua briefly did kind of quote-unquote work for Wu after his capture in Yiling, but he managed to fake his own death and then escape with his mom together. Like, quite a man. And this is after Guanyu's capture, of course. Has to be us, because he respects the seal.
たやすき礼を言う。よしよし。さて。
Alright, so we're good here. It's July, so everyone's supply kind of filled up, which means if we want to get some supplies from people, this would be the turn. But I think mostly we're fine. we would come down here.
よしよし
We'll set to next parliament. We're gonna do it next parliament. So what we will do actually is start sending over resources. We'll still keep like 30k here in case we what if we get attacked? 40k. Alright, something like this. Just preemptively set that up.
聞いてくれご検討お聞きくだされ
Alright, repair, like I said, no rush. We'll try to throw as many into commerce as we can. It's a decent amount. The rest they can work on themselves. And maybe we'll come back in the future. Because if we attack Lujiang, we're probably attacking from here. Feng Shi, Yuan Shu's wife. Well, one of the concubines. It's not the wife. Xiahou okay, we're finally getting some historical tales. We're getting close to year 200. I think that's when we can expect the Two Tail storyline to pop up. This is still Cao Cao fighting Lu Bu, which is when he loses his eye. We actually seen this before, I believe.
よし
Because this is time period based.
風貌よ者ども
I mean, Xiahou has a really cool story and romance of pulling the arrow with the eyeball and eating it because, you know, flesh given by my parents must be valued. But historically, you know, obviously that didn't happen. He did lose an eye in battle from an arrow, and he hated it, right? He felt disfigured. It was not something he took on with pride.
今日は掘り出し物がございます。今後ともごひいきに今日は掘り出し物がございます。
We've been triggering the discounts very consistently. Alright, couple things we must do every turn. Well, first Lao Hua's loyalty to go up.
ご用件を
The debate.
伺いましょう
The debate must continue. I like how he doesn't even get a random win.
話をお聞かせくだされ
Only likes weapons, huh? I don't mind sparing a decent one for him. He has high enough strength where he's going to be kind of valuable in battle as well.
息災かありがたき幸
Let's
せ
kind of just get this done in 94. We don't have to come back to him for a while. I mean, Liao Hua is less important for us. Not really one of our officers, so I'm not going to focus that much on him, even though not historically, but I guess historically he is decent. He served quite a long career,
まずはご用件から
but just for to obey. Instead of us.
ご足労痛み入る
Oh,
よくぞお越しに
we'll say hi.
よしよしご足労痛み入る
ご用件を伺いまするご足労感謝いたす
Ah, out of points.
これは
Okay. So, Bondron's points. I'm going to just select this to see if he gets a business skill. I think that's what it is. And the other one, oh, he picks up a tactic from the market. Interesting. The other one was going to be a farming skill. So I actually like this result of what he picked up. Because I don't think business would have been good. I just wanted to experiment there.
よくぞお越しに
I want to see his, yeah, he doesn't have anything here.
よくぞいらっしゃいました。
He's gonna get his trust maxed out just from debates. And we're gonna hit 2,000 points and pick up the next tail for a little bit of bonus stats.
大したもてなしもできませぬが。
Klutzy is like, you had me boosted so high and now you're just not talking to me at all. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna favor more of our civil officials. Especially the ones who... Actually, my brother, he's super close. Alright, we're down to 1. I actually think Yuan Yi's gonna get it because of all the debates we've been doing. Not so bad. I was expecting him to be quite low here, but 14 points is respectable. That's like Han Dang's level. I expect Zhuge Jin to have good ones. I actually want Zhuge Jin's devotion first. So we might like purposely not give it to Yuan Yi even though he gets there. Alright, astuteness is on the table now going forward. It's gonna get maxed pretty early. Troop wisdom is pretty easy to come by.
いいぞ。
Looks like we're just gonna get some charisma points. Ah, and the trust payoff. Okay. And I think give us a wisdom as well. And more wisdom here. Yeah, troop wisdom is pretty plentiful. And we get a chase. Awesome.
息災か。
Hunting. A little strength for both of us. Yeah, we're not gonna do that.
よろしいですか。
I wanna save it
承知しまし
for
た。
Zhuge Jin first. I mean, maybe... Actually,
他に何か
it's
ご用
fine.
が。
We'll get more soon.
息災か。ほう。
はい。
Wow, that is bad. That is bad. Alright, we hit 2,000 points. No need to hear all the praise. I mean, we need to get 1 to 3,000 to open up another synergetic slot. But if we battle, if we actually conquer, we will get military points quite easily. Or martial reputation points quite easily.
ご足労をかけし、今日
ご来訪感謝い
Now,
た
I
す。
do realize when we go to
よしよ
Poyang,
し。
Poyang's public attitude has been filled already by us. So we're not actually going to pick up
ご足労
access
感謝
to
いた
like
す。
new symbols of friendship. But we could, like once we're done with most of these, we could go travel during our turn and pick them up from different cities. Alright, we're good. We're ready for this parliament, ready to move. Ah, this continues. This is the south for us. And we also got the mild condition.
報告します。
Alright, so we'll be moving ourselves last.
よしよし。
はい。
We'll take advantage of Lusul's abilities to shuffle people around.
皆の者。うん。
We'll keep him with us because we need him to be tactician here. Wow, triple mild condition. Bianxi stays. Liaohua stays. We'll probably let our brother and his wife stay here as well. Gu Yong's son also stays here. Right, so that way we actually keep 10 people, I think. Right, there's only me and Lu Su who needs to go. Everyone else are going to be perfect here. So we actually have 5 overflow that we can use when we do move out I mean, we might stay in Chaisang for a little bit longer, I guess. That might be the plan.
さて
So now we're moving supplies and whatnot. Let's see. So the money has to go over. We don't need to keep that much cash here. Let's say 5,000, 4,000-ish. 5,000, it's close enough to 5,000. 50 and like 30. We just save 1 point for ourselves. I'm not even going to get tempted to look at recruitment because I know if I see something, I might go for it. I mean, I'll take a peek. Now this interior region, still want them to have troop because they can still reinforce. Oh, we didn't miss out anyone. Perfect. So now we just move ourselves. Not military, but personnel transfer.
Yoika.
かしこまりました
We'll put our brother in charge. Nothing bad ever happened last time we put him in charge of Danyang.
考えがあります
You know, just someone just killed him. Alright. This can get maxed pretty easily. One more. A little bit more. There we go. And let's see. Public water, that's actually fine. Stats low because he's mild condition. Yeah, we'll just get it out of the way.
よしよし 俺様を覚えて
Introducing us.
おう
I think they both work for Qiao,
いらっしゃいませ今後ともごひいきに
and we're not interested in either one. Now, there is something we would like to do. We would like to stay here until we boost everything to 1,500, because once we do that, we can get cashed out on this. It's been 42 months. Yeah, we're missing a little bit of defense, a little bit of science. We should focus on that next parliament. We'll wait till everyone gets healthy as well. The mild condition's not going to be great for battle, so we'll hold off on that. I don't have one for you. I'm sorry. Gotta wait. We don't have our debate partner anymore. That's fine. If we can find another one, we can't beat him. That's the problem. We can't beat him. That's a problem. And for dueling, no one's at 2,000. Yep. So I guess we don't have partners. You know what? We're gonna set everyone up to
大したもてなしもでき
the
ませんが
devotion step, even though we might not have it right now. But once we will,
ご足労
it'll be easy for us to
痛み
grab them. You know what? We'll actually
お
get.
詫び申し上げる
Wait, really? Ah, because he's still 69 points though. We're not gonna force it.
ご用件を伺いまするお任せあれ
I mean, good stat boost for him.
まずはご用件から
Yeah, we'll have all these set up, ready
大
to
した
go.
もてなしもできませぬが
We're not gonna get as many. Oh, we made our full recovery, but not everyone made their full recovery. I don't think so.
ど
That
う
was pretty fast. Well, this is great. Sworn brothers or sworn siblings get to go teach each other skills and tactics. And then we get wisdom points on the way back. Yeah, look at them waiting for the devotion payoff.
ご足労痛み入るご足労痛み入る大したもてなしもできませぬが
I think we'll have like basically full devotion set up for everyone in our party by the end of this parliament session, especially since we're going to stay another parliament just to get the payoff by the tail. We might be traveling a bit more during that one.
感謝いたすよしよし
These are the 5 that were here before. That's why our relationship with them is not as high as the ones we had before. Oh, we're out of points. Ducey's actually decent. Ducey has like good tactics. We've been using him as like a deputy for tactics before. I mean, overall, I just think we have great generals.
ご足労痛み入る
Wu's roster
よしよし
is very solid.
大したもてなしもできませぬがよしよし話をお聞かせくだされよしよし
Oh, follow up. That actually might boost him enough. We have a long line of people waiting to get a piece of jade from us.
Yokuzo 話をお聞かせくだされさてかしこまった
There we go. Liu Yao He Yi, okay.
報告します
Oh, they expanded and oh, we didn't set city policies for where we left, which
はい
might have wasted some. I don't think they will actually do development. It's just already full, but I should tell them to focus on probably repairs. The commerce, I think I have to go do it. I think it'd be so slow for them to do it.
お任せを。
そうだな
Okay, seems like at least for all our neighbors, we're kind of done with that. Do we attack? I want to get paid off by the tail first. I don't want to actually attack right now. We just need to get science and defense up by a few points. We'll get it done and then be good from there. Actually, I think we give up all these. We don't actually need to do anything here.
聞いてくれ一案が
お聞きいただきたいことが。
Alright, put our best minds to it. Over 15. Oh, actually Joey's good at this. Okay. Might change our mind there. Okay, good enough. More efficient for them.
よしよし
So I think by the 3rd month here, before the parliament, we should have all those stats boosted up and we probably could get paid off for the tails. Oh, we got it. This is what we've been waiting for. What are the conditions? That's what I want to know. The wedding of the 2 tails. Do we have to take Lujiang? Yes, we take Lujiang. Perfect. So that completely changes what we want to do. They have to be undiscovered, right? We don't want this to actually make, well, they can be a free officer. They just can't be recruited by any faction. And we're not already spouses. We're looking to get married, means we have an open slot, means they have open slot. We're not sworn siblings with either of them. The condition is actually quite easy. We have to own a force with us leading. Zhou Yu has to be with us. We have to at least have 3, and then we have to take Lujiang. So this is basically Liu Yao's death sentence. Can we attack Lujiang from where we are? Yes, we can. This works. So we'll just attack Lujiang first. And that will be our goal during the next parliament session. Alright, that's settled. We'll get our cinematic. Alright, how many symbols of friendship queues do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 people waiting right now to get a piece of jade. And we have 3 more coming. Yes, let's max them out first.
さて
承知しました。
We'll go for the full package. Wow, 38 strength, still willing to fight us. What a brave man.
かしこまりました。
Well, at least he gets something back.
よくぞお越しに。はは。
Alright, our ninth guy in the queue.
要件をお聞きする。承知。失礼。
Yeah, I don't need Jotai to be doing any development. We could hold off on this. If we go for 40 points, I know I can get Dignity up. So, I'd rather get Dignity first.
ご用件を伺いましょう。
よしよし。
Alright, we're there.
ご来訪
We're
感謝
there
いた
with
す。
we're there with everybody. We're gonna leave. We're gonna go to Lujiang for a little bit of intel grab and also to see if we can preemptively. Oh, well, we'll preemptively make some friends. See if we can recruit them afterwards. But if Yuzi's here, then Yuzi comes first. It's only 4 points of divination, but it's still 4 points of divination.
即歳。
I would love Noel to work for us. Noel was quite capable. I mean, he just ran up to Sun Ce at the time, which a little bit unfortunate for him. He did quite a lot in his youth.
ああそうだ
Imperial clan relative member. Is he reputable? Not enough for us to get points anymore, but we'll still have a friendly debate with him. Oh, we should check market because we're probably not
い
coming.
らっしゃいませ
Shanghan Lun. Another life extension.
今後ともごひい
This
きに
is Zhang Zhongjing's book. Zhang Zhongjing was he was an administrator in Changsha, I believe. A famous doctor. I think on par with Hua Tuo, on par with like Bian Que in terms of like historically good ancient Chinese doctors. And Zhang Hanlun was quite revolutionary at the time because it talked about I mean, it was a book. It was written more or less as a study for things like plague and fever. And the key takeaways that he made that was quite revolutionary is the fact that let's get paid off here. Is that if you have patients with like the same symptoms, it doesn't always mean they're suffering the same disease, nor should they always get the same treatment. Because you could have the same symptoms happen from different reasons. And that idea was quite revolutionary at the time. Alright, so we got our tail paid off, which is great. We are going to get married soon, which is great. And we'll look to get Lady of the Hun as sort of our ultimate goal, because you got to get 35 territories, which is a lot of work. This looks very nice, having everyone lined up for devotions. And we're just going to take our points and go somewhere else for this turn. We could either go to one of our territories, which we can boost their public attitude. I don't want to randomly boost public attitude here, because I worry that I will discover one of the Tail Sisters, and I actually don't want that right now. So let's go here in Guangling and finish some of the public attitudes that we started earlier.
よしよし。
よろしいでしょうか。
Not the most efficient because we don't have like a lot of our link synergy.
良いでしょうか
It came short. Can't even get a. Before we leave,
いらっしゃいませ
Alright, no
今後とも
items.
ごひいきに
oh, Libu held.
報告します。
Liu Bell is making moves. Alright, so we'll shift some troops over. We'll have a big fight here. That'll be next episode. We're going to end things here. We're going to get our marriage. That's kind of the short-term goal I set for myself. Now, when we get towards 207 and get the Eves of Tribute, which is the final cinematic I don't have, I don't know if I will be able to trigger that because Cao Cao needs to be quite strong for that, I believe. And the map should look very different by that time. After we trigger this, we're not going to take things too slowly because a lot of the reason why we didn't just go out and expand over here is because I know I had to stay near Lujiang. I didn't know if I had to take it or if I just own it. In this case, just owning it would be fine. So we could have taken it a long time ago, but don't really know the conditions at that point. So once we get this done, we're going to look to expand. We'll wipe out Obao's faction. We'll probably take out Shixie's faction. We want sort of increase the number of interior regions that we have, so we can kind of just put our troops across the Yangtze River. That's kind of how we did it, and there's only a few points attack. Let's say we defend heavily in Jiangling, for example, heavily in Chaisang. They can also reinforce each other over here, like Guangling, Moling. Moling being very developed should be good. Poyang will be very developed as well, and basically we go from there. Have like a line of defense across the border. I mean, these 5 right here is basically our defensive line, and everything below will eventually become interior regions. And then over here we can maybe stop here in Jiaozhou for a little bit, and Jiaozhi, but Jiaozhou is the whole province because there's a nice 1-point connection here. If we go and take the Naman lands, then we have to probably keep pushing and come to a point. I mean, getting this would be nice, and then come to a point where we have like Zitong as our defensive point on this side, because like these are all interior at that point, where we have just one defense here and then a couple defense here, and kind of have a north-south divide, and that would be kind of nice. But that's really long term. Right now, we just want to get our marriage done, so we'll come back and continue from here next time.
恩義に報い
かたじけなし
Get our promotions out of the way, and we'll see you guys then. Bye.